Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be going over a YouTube channel idea that you may want to do yourself, and that YouTube channel idea involves stories. So Real Facts is a channel that posts just a bunch of made up slash real or inspirational stories, and they basically take these stories from old news articles or they come up with the stories themselves. So I've done my fair share of research on this channel, and currently they're averaging about just shy of under 3 million views per month. And that 3 million views per month does equate to roughly $18,000 to $15,000 per month is how much they're making. So I have a stories channel myself, and it only gets around 250,000 views per month. I've had it for over a year now, but it's ranged anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 depending on what videos are currently in the algorithm. Now, the cool thing about Real Facts is that you can simply hire story writers who absolutely love writing fictional stories, and you just have to give them the topic. The bad thing about stories, though, is that it's not very keyword focused. So on my story channel, I noticed that most of my traffic comes from suggested. Very rarely does that ever come from search. So with all these videos, as you can tell by the titles, most of it doesn't really focus on a specific keyword that is actually searchable. So starting a story channel is going to be very difficult for an individual who is just starting off on YouTube. However, it's a very good niche to be in because the watch time is really, really good. If you watched one of my previous videos in regards to how to understand analytics on YouTube, one of the things I mentioned is that one of the ultimate metrics that YouTube keeps track of is how long does an individual watch your video for. So if you compare, these types of videos, stories in which you get immersed, there's a beginning, middle, and end. You actually follow along with the character in the story. Watch time tends to be a lot higher in story videos than it does in just factual or entertainment videos, where people are very prone to dropping off within the first 30 seconds. But with stories, watch time is definitely higher. My average watch time on my YouTube channel is over 50%, and that's the reason why it succeeds. So I imagine that all these videos that Real Facts is posting, a lot of it is getting over 50% watch time, which looks really good in YouTube's eyes. So in order to create these types of videos, you would simply just need a story writer. You would need a voiceover artist. I have realized that voiceover artists who read stories, there is like a storytelling voice, which does exist. So you want to make sure you get someone who's able to read with enthusiasm and is able to actually be heard when it comes to reading the story. You don't want a very professional voiceover artist. You want someone who has a calm voice, calm, relaxing voice, and kind of like a storyteller that would read stories to kids. So after you have your scriptwriter, after you have your voiceover artist, the next individual you would have is basically a video editor to compile images and visuals that tie into what the video is actually showing and what the voiceover is actually saying. Now, another downside to stories is that the CPM isn't the highest, but the watch time is the absolute best. Now, as you can see, when you click on this video, all of this is just stock footage, stock images, very, very easy visuals that you can make. And this video in particular just happens to be all images, but the amount of views that it gets is insane. So I've been following Real Facts since they had 200,000 subscribers, which is why I decided to model a YouTube channel strictly after them. And what I've realized is that although it's hard to get into the algorithm because you can't really rank in search, 99% of my traffic comes from browse and suggested, and that just involves having a really good keyword rich description and title, and also making sure that you're using similar keywords to very popular stories, so that if you create a story called "A Man Saved the She-Wolf from a Trap," you would just retitle that, use similar keywords so that you can try and appear in suggested for this video here. What I've noticed is that any story that gets into the algorithm, at least in my story channel, it stays in the algorithm for more than a year now. So my first viral video on my story channel, it appeared in the algorithm back in July of 2020. It's still bringing in anywhere from 10 to $50 a day since July of 2020. And another good thing I like about stories is that the thumbnails can be really captivating. Good thumbnails are ones that provoke emotion, ones that you can really be affected on when you actually see the thumbnail that actually makes you want to click. So that's a thing in which stories does prevail in compared to other types of videos or niche channels that I've created. But aside from that, let me know if you decide to pursue this niche or not. I'd be more than happy to help you, and comment down below if you have any questions. Again, stories, fantastic niche to be in. It really excels in creating highly clickable thumbnails and titles, and really excels in getting really good engagement and watch time compared to other niches like celebrities or TV shows. So if you need help, comment down below, and thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.